Welcome back once again, Spazites, to another Transformers video review. Today we have a double header of Autobot Trax and Moldmate Autobot Road Rage, the female Corvette counterpart. We have K26, Kingdom 26, and K41. Now this was a Target Red Card exclusive. Not only was it a Target exclusive, but in general, the only way you could get this was if you had the Target Red card. Now, I actually got this for, I want to say, about $5 off. If you go by today's new prices of either $22.99 or $24.99, I got it for even more off. But it only cost me about $16 and change. I think it was $16.50 before tax. So I was really excited about that. I spent nearly 2 days setting up a red card and just to get this. So that was a lot of work for, I don't want to say a little payout, because this is a pretty neat looking figure here, but you can see they both turn into a Corvette, or a Corvette type vehicle. I want to say that they actually got the licensed Corvette for this, but I'm not sure. As you know, the original Trax was a Corvette. If you don't know, well, you know now. We do have a couple of cool weapons that go on the back in vehicle mode. Plus, he has an alternate vehicle mode where you flip his arms out from the sides, and he's got wings that flip out, just like his original G1 counterpart. Now, in G1, none of the other Autobots had a secondary, at least none that I can remember, had a secondary vehicle mode like that. And, I mean, I just think that's really cool. This also reminds me a lot of Mask, when the cars just change a little and they turn into basically a different vehicle. Mask was one of my favorite shows as a kid, as well as Transformers, obviously. I would love for them to bring back Mask. Anyway, let's go ahead and get these two out of their cardboard prisons. And we'll be right back after a quick cut. We're going to see what cards they come with. And, yeah, like I said, this is a double header. I was going to do these one at a time, but I never got around to recording Trax's, and this just came in today. So, yeah. We'll be right back after a quick cut. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. All that good stuff down below. Feel free to comment. I try to at least heart every comment that I get, or like. Not necessarily heart, but I try to like every comment I get. Anyway, be right back after a quick cut. And here's our pair of Corvettes, Trax and Road Rage. A little slobber there. Now, Road Rage did not come with a card, but Trax came with Predacon Dinobot. I don't know if I have Dinobot yet. I'm going to have to look at my cards to see. If not, well, more trade fodder. I wonder if I'm going to have all the cards. And then I won't need to trade anything. We have two nearly identical instruction manuals for transforming. They don't suffer as much as I thought from loose leg syndrome. His shakes a little, but you got to actually make him shake. So they're enough to keep him standing. So I'm happy about that. And hers actually feel a little bit better, just a little. Kind of loose knees. The way their legs are put together is it's a hollow mess. These are going to be fun to transform, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, but we've got two weapons with each of them. Road Rage's is purple, Trax's is white. And then both guns are the same color. You can attach a gun or any other combat system, 5mm peg in there. They've got pegs, obviously their hands can hold them. They have a peg up here on the back of their car for vehicle mode, or their backpack, just for using it as a backpack. They have a peg on each of their shoulders here. They got pegs here on the side of each arm. So you can load these guys up. They also have some blast effects points. I think those are blast effects points. This is definitely a blast effect point. I wonder if that is. Let me grab a blast effect and find out if that is a point. I think it is, but it looks like it might be a little bit bigger. So I'll just grab a generic blast effect here. And yes, that is a blast effect point. So you can shoot them in the knees. Maybe that's why they gave them such weak knees. And yeah, like I said, blast effect here. I wonder if they have any on their actual vehicle mode. It doesn't look like they do. Oh, look, there's more airlock, or not airlock, combat, more combat ports. And then, of course, on their heels, they have combat ports as well. Boom. I don't know why I put the gun there. They do have the combat ports. They have this backpack that is actually articulated, oddly enough. You can spin their arms all the way around. The wheels don't get in the way. You can rotate their shoulders up that far. You can spin their biceps around. You can bend their elbows 90 degrees and to a straight. Their hands look like, oh, they just go in like this. I don't think they turn, but they fold in and nothing there. Let's open that hand back up. Got a big hollow forearms there. They do have waist swivel. They have a little flap here for their kicking. Boom. They can kick back this far unless you twist them. Then they can kick back that far. They can kick forward this far. And because their knees bend funny, you can make them kick like that. They do have a roughly 90-degree knee bend. It looks like just under. The feet are on pivots there. And then they do have an ankle tilt, as do most every one of the Transformers from the last few years, a bunch of years. I think it's 4 years now. But yeah, head does turn some, but the little edges there around the neck hold it in place. I do want to point out, obviously they have very different paint schemes. He has a red Autobot symbol on a yellow background. She has a red Autobot symbol with silver trim on a black background. And you can see their heads are actually very different molds, which is pretty cool. So yeah, now that we've looked at them, they do have these backpacks right here. Now that we've looked at them, let's go ahead and, whoops. These legs are going to be annoying as heck. Even though they can hold the bot up, they move really easily. I am coming to find that out. So, gun. What else did I move here? Oh, that's the blast effect. Okay. Let's see how they look compared to a couple of other figures first. So we got Voyager Optimus Prime here from a couple videos ago, or just last video, I'm not sure. Let's see, we got, who else we got? Let's put in another one of our Autobot cars. We got, I can't remember what this one's, Sideswipe, I think? But here's Sideswipe, about the same size. We got Puffer from the Amazon exclusives. A little smaller, still deluxe, oddly enough. Let's see. Do I have any leader class? I do not. Here we have our Odysseus drone, a larger deluxe class. And let me see. Here we got. I don't have any leader class out here. My Grimlock is pushed way back on my shelf, and I just don't want to take the time to grab him. But here is our super tall Voyager class Cyclonus. Get back there, Cyclonus. Okay, so that having been said, we're going to go ahead and transform these two into their cool Corvettes, and we'll check out their alternate flight modes as well. And we'll be right back after another quick cut. Thanks for sticking with me. Be right back. Oops, I forgot. One last thing before we move on. Of course, their weapons also have the blast effect nubs. So I almost forgot to point that out. So they're all completely blast effect compatible. So yeah, anyway, be right back. Alrighty, that took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. This is a very fiddly vehicle, but man, that is a nice robot or vehicle mode. I really like this. I think they are gorgeous, and whoo-wee, man, they're nice. It brings me back. Now these aren't drop tops, but it brings me back to my childhood. One of my dad's good friends had a Corvette. I think he still has that Corvette, and it's collecting dust in his garage and isn't currently running. But he's got an original Corvette from either the very late 70s or the early 80s that he's had since I was a kid. And yeah, anyway. This is really cool. It doesn't peg together very well. I think I have it together right, but you can see some gaps. You can see that little peg there is supposed to go into a little hole, and it doesn't want to stay. I don't know if it's like that on both of them. This one's got it on both sides. This one's just got it on the one side. Also, this was very hard to pop down in there because there are two little tabs that go under the hood, but then there's also a socket with a tab that's connected when you push the these two sides of the hood together, that you put the tabs into the socket in there, and I felt like I was going to break it trying to get it into place. Now, we do still have a few cool options for weapons loadout for this character, which is really neat. Obviously, right there on the back. And then you've got some on the sides here. I don't see any on the underside. We do have this back here, which I believe supports a blast effect, probably for rocket car mode. But in order to get it into rocket car mode, you first flip this up. If I can get it to flip up. Got these little fins here. Just realized I wasn't doing it on screen. Got those little fins there that are so cool. And then pull this, if it'll come out. Come on, come out. I just put it in that way. Why won't it come out? It kind of snapped up into place there. You pull that out and then push the arms out like that. And then there's your wing. And pardon me if you heard that noise. It came from my throat. Now this other one needs to come out. Come on, why won't you come out? Why isn't it coming out? There, jeez. This is this car's kind of fidgety. Fidgety. I can't talk. But yeah, there's the rocket mode, and we'll go ahead and do it for both of them just because I want to see what color the wings are on this one. They are a purple. Purple. That is Road Rage's color scheme is red, black, and purple. Whereas he is just blue and white with a couple of little red and yellow accents. But I do like the fins on the back, even if the cars aren't in, you know, rocket mode. It just makes them look cool. So let's see if I can get this arm out. Okay, that was easier than the first one. Yay. Then boom, and then the wing just stays. And then you do have a blast effect there. There is a bloosh point right here, and that disappears when I fold this in, I think. No, it doesn't. But good luck getting a normal blast effect on that bloosh point. You can connect one of these that has a little roll on it, so boom like that. And of course one of the blast effects, or the shooting effects, will stick on there. He has it too, so they are the same. But anyway, let's one more. Come on. There we go. I just gotta force it, basically. It doesn't feel right doing it that hard, but there we go. We got our Trax and Road Rage. And, whoops, I want to make sure Trax gets her weapon back. Or Road Rage gets her weapon back, and Trax gets his weapon back. So, boom. There we go. I do like them. I especially like the car mode. I know these just kind of look like their arms on the side, which they are. The bottom actually looks pretty good when the arms are closed up. You can't really tell, and I opened them up too soon. But you can see that there's not a whole lot of robot on here to look at. I mean, you can see some obvious things, but other than that, most of the robot is really well hidden. So that's something I have to appreciate. That's something they don't always take into account when they're designing these figures. So, but yeah, I really like this vehicle and robot mode. Yeah, solid. Let's give it a, I want to say 9 seems too high, but 8 seems too low. So let's go with an 8.5 out of 10. I think that sounds good. I'm a big fan. I especially love the car mode. You know what? Let's bring it down to 7.5 because those knees and hips are a lot looser than I would prefer. I wonder if there's a way to tighten those up. I'm gonna have to look online to see if there is. So yeah, I really like them. They're awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick cut. I'm gonna transform one of these into robot mode, so that you can see the difference in size between the robot and the vehicle. And we'll be right back for our outro. So yeah, be right back. Okay, I managed to transform her back into a robot mode without instructions. And I'll tell you, it was just as hard getting this windshield popped out from the hood as it was to putting it in. So anyway, we have Road Rage here. We've got Trax here, right? Skids? Trax? Skids? What's his name? Trax. We have Trax here. Let's put Trax next to Jazz. There's Jazz. Hi, Jazz. Hi. Let's put Trax next to Huffer. There's Huffer. Hi, Huffer. Hi. Let's put Trax next to Deep Cover. There's Siege Deep Cover from the Netflix series. And yeah, let's put him next to Grapple. There's Grapple. You can see the difference in size between him and Grapple. Now, in theory, I can't say it. A crane truck like this should be considerably larger than a Corvette, instead of just a little bit. These windows should be at least double the size of these windows. But it's Transformers. What can you say? I would love for all the vehicles to be to scale, but I like that the robots are to scale, so take what I can get. Anyway, yeah, that's it. We have done a lot of comparisons, a lot of looking, and here are our two characters. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get these over here so that we can put our thumbnails right here. Yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a comment down below. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Help me with those YouTube algorithm gods. And yeah, if you really like my video and you're not already, please subscribe. It's completely free to do and help me grow my channel. I am on the road to 1,000, so fingers crossed. One of these days I'll hit 1,000 and that will be fun. Anyway, that having been said, until next time, as usual, be kind, happy hunting, and goodbye. Don't forget to wash your hands, and if you go out, please be kind. Bye.